Hey Kai, how you mob? Just doing a quick video because currently in Perth, Western Australia, we've got, over 60 juveniles between the age of 10 and 17 locked up in a adult prison. It doesn't matter, why, whether they rioted, what happened at the detention centre. These kids should not be in an adult prison. No one is asking why these boys went off. Us as a community, we're trying to get in there, and see the boys. We even asked the Corrective Services, Department of Corrective Services, if we could have a meeting with all of the boys that are there at once, do some healing, have some healing ceremonies, engage in some cultural activities and just have a yarn and see what's going on with the boys to see what's happening. We've had mobs ringing us saying that the boys have told them they've been assaulted, they've had their heads smashed up against the wall, been thrown off the roofs that day at the detention centre, and these are kids, and I don't care what anyone says and want to stand there and say they're prisoners or they done wrong or whatever. These are fucking kids. They are minors who need the protection of us as adults and parents and grandparents and aunties and uncles. And I don't know how everyone can sit back and allow these boys to be treated the way that they are while there's a few of us standing up there fighting for them at the grassroots level. What's wrong with everyone? Fuck the ganja, fuck the drink, fuck laying around on the couch, fuck, everyone's little lives where they want to get up, it's payday, fuck all of that. And I don't give a fuck if I'm swearing. I am angry and I'm sick and tired of people putting their own needs. I understand how people are oppressed. I understand how people are traumatised, but trauma and oppression doesn't stop you from fucking standing up when your kids need you. And that's from a parent. I've got 4 kids, and I'll tell you now, if that was my son in there, I would be doing everything I could to make sure that my son's welfare was okay. I don't understand how people can just sit back. I don't. They are breaching conventions of the United Nations. They are breaching state and federal legislation, including the Young Offenders Act. Department of Child Protection haven't even done nothing. The Minister for Child Protection hasn't come out and said anything or made a statement. Like, what's going on? Are we going to stand by as a people and allow this government to abuse our kids, lock them up in adult prisons, and have the police, the so-called police who are supposed to protect and serve, flog our kids? Because the emergency services unit that went in there and responded to the so-called riot are also the ones who have been in inquiry after inquiry after inquiry, including the Kevin Spratt inquiry from the start of last year and the end of 2010. Go to the CCC website and you can Google that. It is really ridiculous, and I just don't understand how our people can sit silent. I've been through fucking shit. My life hasn't been perfect, but I don't sit around feeling sorry for myself because that's only going to get me put in a gutter where my children will never have me. So I don't care if you have a drug problem, if you have an alcohol problem, we all been through shit, So if I can be strong enough to stand up when it's not even my kids in there and everyone else who was with us today, surely yous can. And pass this video on. And I apologise if anyone gets offended. Well, actually, I don't apologise if people get offended because I'm speaking from my heart. And these boys need us. And I could tell you right now, I'll do everything I can to make sure this government is accountable for what they've done to our young boys. I'll tell you right now. So please share this video on because these boys need you. 10 to 17-year-olds in an adult prison. Adult prison. And say hello to Department of Corrective Services because the government just love my page, daddies. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I get so frustrated, boy, when, all us mob are there and we protest and we get phone calls and all the time. And we will soon get up and fight for our people because that's what we're supposed to do. But this is not going to change until we come together as a community. And I can tell you right now, NOONE Radio 100.9, they do not support us at all. The chairman has a vendetta against us, and I'm not going to go into that right now. But if you have you know, thing in your heart, ring Noonne Radio and you ask them why you're not hearing about all these protests that we've been having, and why you're not hearing about all of these issues that we've been protesting against, because they're in the government's pocket. Community radio breaching Australian broadcasting guidelines, Daddy, and they allow to get away with it because they're in the government's pocket. And I can tell you now, no amount of money will ever, ever make all of us mobs sell out on our people and do what the government want. Because at the end of the day, we blackfellas, we blackfellas, this our flag here, this our flag. And I can tell you right now, we'll be fighting underneath this flag for the rest of our life if our people don't start uniting. Because change got to come soon. And what? Are you going to see it in your lifetime? Do you want to see it in your lifetime? Because if you do, stand up and get up. You know, and start fighting with us, because we've had enough. And I can tell you right now, these boys in Banksia deserve more, So all you parents who got kids in Banksia, get off your asses and come and join us and protest, because they're your kids we're fighting for, not ours, they're your kids. But we got love in our heart because they are people. Remember that. Right, this Mary McKay out. Love my people. The boys in Banksia need your help. No kids should be sitting in an adult jail. Where's the international and national outcry? Alright, I'll see you later.